Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to this week's edition of Sisters of Legacy. We are going to run our intro and we'll be right back. Bam. All right, guys, welcome. We are back and we are here second week in a row. We doing good. We on the roll. Uh, we are definitely working on our consistency, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you if you guys are watching us on the replay. We appreciate you coming through and checking us out. So, ladies, how goes it this week? Shanetta, you are living the life for the summer.
Is that what we calling it?
Hey, listen, if I could do whatever I wanted, yes, it would be called living the life. It may be temporary, but how's your summer going?
Pretty good. Just taking it easy this week. I did have to report to work one day because I am prepping for summer school. But one day, it's not so bad.
Summer school. All right, and then last week, did we talked about Paris last week, right?
Mhm. We did.
That you went to Paris. See, your stomach is looking great, girl. You already done been to Paris and everything.
Yeah, it's
I
been
need to
good.
be like you when I grow up.
Okay. That
Listen,
part.
everybody come on the bandwagon. Let's do this stuff together.
So Vanessa, how's your summer going? You graduated the last of the Mohicans.
I am so happy about that. It's great. I'm really happy that there are no more school age children in my home. I mean, once they that old, it's not as tedious with the hey, get up, you about to miss the bus school type situation. Most times they kind of, for the most part, have that under control. So it's still a little, still pretty easygoing, but I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it.
Okay, good, good. I'm the official hater of the bunch because I still very much have children in the home with nowhere to go. I
Hmm.
don't even have a distant relative that I can ship them off for the summer. They just here. So, and I got a good 4 years ahead of me before there's some real freedom in sight.
It
So,
goes
I'm the
fast.
official hater.
Well, they at least they're not. I'm sorry to anybody who have little kids. At least they at least they're not little kids. You know what I mean? Like they could fend for themselves. Make their own food and do their
Yeah,
own stuff.
you're
Yeah.
right.
There's
And
definitely some benefits to that where you might want to try to sleep in and them little ones they be up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning wanting cereals.
Right.
You don't want them kind of problems.
listen, my daughter is every bit of 14 years old and she's worse than the little ones. She, in the morning, I can hear her outside my door if I'm trying to sleep in. She'll walk up to the door and listen. And I'd be like, play sleep. that, that is the only way she won't be knocking trying to come in. So, yeah, it's rough around here. But, these things happen, so they say.
Hmm.
All right. So, tonight, we are going to talk about daily routines. And I'm going to tell you the reason, well, this topic was really like one that Anthony was like, oh, yeah, talk about this. He didn't know, though, that I am struggling with my daily routines. Not so, and I think not so much the actual routine of my day, but like I keep finding myself like halfway in the middle of the day I find myself wondering, how did I start this day and how did it wind up? like this. Like I find myself having this conversation very frequently as of late. It's like I must be starting my day wrong because it keeps going in the opposite direction of where I would like it to go. So when he was like, "Oh, talk about that," I said, "That's perfect. Let's talk about it." Because maybe something I've come to quite a few conclusions in the conversations that I was having with myself. We've almost figured it out. But Shanetta, I'm gonna let you go first. While we keep investigating in here, you go ahead.
So daily routines during the school year, I of course have you know, very good routine process. I have about 23 alarms. Not to get up, not to get up. They kind of flow throughout the day to kind of like, you know, prompt me to get ready for the next thing. But I do have like 4 alarms to get up. Yeah, listen, that it's a process. I might be awake before the alarms, I may not be awake before the alarms, just depends on, you know, how I'm feeling. If I'm awake before the alarm goes off, I am absolutely laying in the bed until the 3rd alarm goes off. I'm not moving. I'm not going to get up and get ready early. That throws everything off. You can't do that. You have to stick to the routine. So you know, the routine is, you know, wait for the alarm, get up, make the bed up, because if I don't make the bed up immediately, that throws off the routine too. So like I am definitely a bed maker. Like the bed has to be made. If I leave out of this house and don't make my bed, I'm sick. Take me to the hospital because the bed has to be made.
Wow.
Serious, the bed has to be made. But that's like a part of the morning routines. Make the bed. And then, like, you know, skincare routine, getting dressed for the day, getting ready for the day, all that kind of stuff. And then Starbucks. I must make that stop. Like, stop
Every
Starbucks
day
every day.
during the school year. So for 183 days, you go to Starbucks every day.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even have like a follow up to it, like, you know, oh, only on no, every day I stop. And
Okay.
my husband supports this very, very bad habit. And if nothing else, he is like, I'll make sure you have your Starbucks money ready for you. Like,
I
you're
know
good.
that.
Oh,
The like, so gift cards to Starbucks, like those are like extra special because it's just kind of like woohoo. When we did one of the couple trips, and the men went to like buy something small and special for their wife, he got me a Starbucks card. Because he knew he was gonna be paying for Starbucks anyway, so he might as well get it on the card, right? But yeah, Starbucks card or whatever, like, you know, if I have them, they're great, they add to it. But like I literally every morning, I go in now. So I go in and say good morning to the people in there. They say good morning to me. Some of them know my name and they be like, hey Shanetta, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Wave, take my little cup, walk back out to the car. I will run into one of our APs at the Starbucks every once in a while, and she would be like, "Ma'am," and I'd be like, "I know, but like, do you want me to make this stop, or do you want me to be grumpy at work all day?"
Right. That part.
She would be like, "Make the stop." There will be times where I would have the cup, or if I get something different, like if I got tea instead of coffee, and I had one little girl in my class, and she would always ask Miss McNair, like she could tell, she'd be like, "You didn't have your Starbucks today, did you? Like, have you finished your cup?" Or she would find my cup. She would be like, "Where's your cup?" And I'd be like, "It's over there on my desk." She was like, "Have you even started drinking it yet? You need to start drinking this because like we don't like how you acting right."
Ooh wee.
So she would tell me like, "Go pick up your cup. Go get your cup, please. Go get your cup."
Wow.
okay.
But I would have my Starbucks. After Starbucks, off to work. Weekend routines are a little different. If I'm going out on Saturday, then I'll stop at Starbucks. If I'm not going out, then you know, I won't. Sunday mornings though, if we're not running late, we do stop. I've drawn other people into the bad habit on Sunday mornings. And we go backwards on Sunday mornings. So like church is this way, but Starbucks is this way. So we go this way to circle and come around to
I'm
go back.
telling Bishop. I am telling.
Yeah. It's like,
but
it's the routine.
Let me ask you a question. You have your own cups that you go to Starbucks with? Like, do you buy their, like, I know you support Starbucks as a drinker, right? Do you buy the cups as well?
I have the cups. I've been gifted some cups, but I don't take them with me. I just use those like at home. Like I might make them into a water cup or something. But I order through the app because I get my little points and stuff too. And so sometimes I use my rewards, which sometimes a free cup of coffee, a free sandwich at $5 off when you're going. You gotta use that.
Get out of here.
So I do I build the bucks, build the Starbucks.
Wow. So
some routines. That's a few.
Okay, and so the follow-up to that first question is, are your daily routines effective for your present season or circumstance?
Starbucks is absolutely effective.
Absolutely. I was definitely going to agree for Shanetta that her routine works for her. I definitely felt that in my soul.
Okay, so first of all, I will say I'm not a Starbucks person. When I got sick, though, Shanetta did tell me about the medicine ball, which is like, yes. So that got me up. Like, it helped me to be able to just pick myself up because I was like jacked up. So I will say that was a helper when I got sick. So when I'm sick, yes, Starbucks will be on my agenda, but not a big Starbucks person. But okay, so are there any other? I know you said you got to make the bed or you're sick. You got to have your Starbucks or is this ain't going to be right? Is there anything else that's a daily for you that will just throw your whole day off?
My alarms are a big deal because they kind of keep me on track with the day. Like I can lose track of time so easily. Especially like when I'm just doing silly stuff with the kids in the classroom, that kind of stuff, like losing track of time happens real fast. So I am very strategic with making sure I have alarms set to let me know when to stop and move. We don't have bells in our school. Well, we have bells, but they just ring at random times and nobody knows what they're for. So because of that, like that doesn't help. So we have to have like to the point where I have children in my classrooms that were programmed with certain alarms. Like I have a kid who every day one alarm will go off and he would start packing his stuff. And I would tell him every day, hey, my alarms don't release you. Like you need to finish doing your work until I tell he'd be like, but as soon as that alarm goes off, I know that it's time for us to, start moving. But the alarms are super important to me because they keep me on track, because I can go off into left field real easy and an alarm kind of reels me back in to like, oh, like you got to wrap this up. Like it's time to move on to something else. So that's helpful. And to-do lists. Like if I know I have a lot going on, I have to write it down in some type of way, whether it's a to-do list in my phone or if it's on a sticky note or, any of those type of things. That's kind of what keeps me organized because like I said, my brain can go into 15 different places and we don't know where the music is coming from. So
girl, I seen that on Facebook the other day. I wanted to post it, but you post stuff and then people start texting and calling. You okay over there?
Okay. I got you. So Vanessa.
I'm working on a routine. I've been pretty much flying by the seat of my pants, which is a terrible thing because as a mom raising 4 children by myself, like we've always had a routine. You get up at this time, take your clothes out at night. When in the wintertime we shower at night. In the summer you may be able to shower. Like I've always had that, and I find myself behind because I don't do that. Like that's something like at night I'd be like, oh, I think I'll probably wear this or do that, but I don't routinely set that up. But my day is becoming definitely a lot more routined and organized as an administrator. Like I have way too many things to do to be as free as I used to be. So I do have alarms as well that are set um, in my work phone. Of course, I have calendars, and so everything that needs to be plugged in is in my calendar, so that I can make sure that I don't miss meetings. That I kind of stay abreast with what needs to be done. I have two books that I put my to do list in, and I have sticky notes that I use. I think for me, I'm just really trying to feel my way around for what works best routine wise for that kind, like for work, for that kind of stuff. Um, but I'm definitely trying to figure out a new routine. Like I definitely used to do certain things a certain way, but now, like I said, I don't know. I'm just out here. Like when I saw the topic, I was like, dang, I don't really like this one because I need one. Like in my head, I know, okay, Vanessa, you probably should get up. If you get up at like 5:30, you can pray, talk to God, kind of get yourself situated. So you can start your day off right and then, get up, get dressed, go through that, then have a nice leisure drive to work where you're not having to do 80 so that you can get there by the time that should be there or whatever. But I think because like as an administrator, like I don't really have that set like, oh, I got to be there by 7 o'clock or I got to be there by 8 o'clock. So I think since things are a little more lax for me, I don't bring it in the way I should. But I have been trying to work on it. But yeah, at this point, and then like the kids are out of school now, and well, I mean they're a lot older anyway. But other situations that I'm dealing with now that I have an evening routine, like I'm doing things a certain way in the evening, like
Okay.
that whole thing is all set. Like my kids know that, like the show, they already know. Oh my, what time? Yeah, be quiet. Thursday, like
Right.
Thursday, this is what's going to be happening with with that kind of thing, and kind of winding down. So I definitely have a evening routine. My morning routine is what I really need to I really need to tighten up on that because I need to add some things in, like going back to the gym and getting myself together and being more productive so that my day goes smoothly. Because I definitely can say when I do have a routine and I follow certain things, like the day kind of really goes really smoothly. Like if I oversleep, I'm off for the rest of the day. Like even if I don't have a particular routine for that day, like oversleeping for me just kind of throws me like into this frenzy, and for the rest of the day, I feel like somebody threw me aside a snow globe and shook me up.
Okay, that was very, very descriptive. Okay. Mhm. Okay, so I first okay, so I got a couple of takeaways. Obviously, I need to put some alarms in my phone because I don't have. I am definitely a one and done girl. My alarm go off in the morning. That's it. I'm up. That's it. I'm up. There's no. I don't need a second one. I don't like. I'm one and done. That alarm go. That's it. It's time to get
I
up.
definitely have a couple alarms. Shanetta, I can agree with you on that. I do have probably like 3 or 4 that go off in the morning. And they're set for different days because like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I need to be to work by 7:30. So I got set alarms that are going to make sure that happens. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, about 3.
I need. They're almost like warnings. Like, okay, it's time to start moving.
Danger.
Right, like you got to start moving. Prep your mind, prep your brain, be ready. But by this third alarm, you need to be moving to make the bed. And then I have alarms for like even my bathroom routines so that I don't take too long or get too distracted with something. Like I might see a gray hair and I might be trying to slick it down for too long. You got to go. You got to get out of here. So I have alarms that say like, and they don't say regular stuff. It's not just like an alarm going off. It's messages with it. Like leave now or you can't go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the
I
alarm
agree.
say things.
Mine are very descriptive as well. I got one that go off at 3:15 when it's time for me to leave work. I'm not going to talk about the acronym, but there's one that I have. Hey, 3:15. Hey, get started. My team be like, it must be time for you to go. We hear the birds chirping on your cell phone over there. You already know. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Be blessed, beloved. I got to go.
yeah. So obviously, I'm definitely missing something with the alarms because I don't have none, and it's crazy because I work with one of the guys I work with, or well, he works in the building with me. He has about 79 alarms. So from the time I'm in the building between 8 and 5, this joker's alarm goes off. It might be every hour, maybe every half hour. I don't know. And the worst part is he does not pay attention to his own alarms. So the alarm could be going off for a good 10 minutes and you don't even know where this dude is. You started early because the alarm is going off and you're not even here to turn it off. So it is the most annoying thing to my life. Every time I hear the alarm, it drives me crazy. Now, my sweet, wonderful husband, whom I love dearly, he is another alarm person. So in the morning, if he decides to get up early, he has to set 4-5 alarms just to get up early. And because he is my beloved husband, every time the alarm go off, I just want to push him onto the floor to his death. I don't even want him to get up. I just want him to die in the morning because I don't need to get up early. He does. So yeah, me and alarms don't really get along well. Like I said, I'm a one and done. My alarm go off, I'm up. So a while ago, I decided like in the morning, as soon as I get up, before I do anything, that's when I do my devotional. I don't even get out the bed. I try not to even have to do the morning tinkle because like I get distracted and then it's so easy to do something else. So I'm like, okay, God, as soon as I open my eyes, it's gonna be me and you because I need you to get through this day. But I'm starting to think that my morning routine needs to include some fervent fire burning prayer. I think I need to get on my knees in the morning and cast the devil out because surely right around noonish one, I forgot all about that devotional from the
Maybe
morning.
that's when the devotional needs to move to about noon.
Yep.
Oh my God. I really think I can say like I've never been extremely good with patience, like at all. But as of late, it just seems like I'm even less patient. Like if there's something you can tell me and you can say it in 5 words, I need you not to use 10. I need you, I need you just to use the 5. Hey, it's over there. Okay, got it. Like, oh, the last time I saw it, it was over there this morning at 10 a.m. See, too much. My patience is shot. So yeah, I do my devotional in the morning and then I get up and do my day stuff. Like, the bathroom and the getting dressed and whatever. And then for me, I do everything in my room because once I come out of here, I don't want to have to go back. Like, the back and forth. Unfortunately, I would like to say I'm a bed maker, but I'm not. I probably should be, and maybe I should be ashamed of myself for saying this out loud, but I'm not. I'm not a bed maker. It sounds great, but if I turn my camera around right now, yeah, that bed ain't made. So
I can't
I'm
get
not
back
a bed
in it if it's unmade.
How?
I can't get back in it if it's unmade. Like I need
What
to.
do you think was in there?
I need to make it and like.
Girl, listen.
I know it's in my head, but like I literally like if McNair beats me home, if Mike beats me home, and he like takes a nap, and I come in and he's gotten out of the bed and didn't remake it, like I come in and my face is just like, I can't believe you got out of that bed and didn't make it up, like on the movie Mommy Dearest, and she's like, no more white. I'm looking like my bed. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not a bed maker. And then even that a few weeks ago, I started like I get up, I pull the sheets up and try to make the bed. But then my husband, whom I love so dearly,
Wow.
like there are several days, like I come back in and he done been in the bed or done something to the bed, and then I'm mad. So I felt like to save my sanity, which is what I feel like I'm doing most days. My daily routine is trying to preserve whatever level of sanity that I have left. I feel like that's what I'm doing in my day. Like I'm trying to preserve my sanity these days because at every turn, someone's trying to grab it. If it's not the husband whom I love dearly, it's my darling children. Or let's not forget my wonderful mother. She's great. She's great. It's great. It's all great. So my sanity some days is really like hanging on by a thread. So I don't feel like my daily routines are effective for my present season because my present season is like chaos. And my daily routines are not really helping me keep my feet flat on the floor. Like the chaos is, you know.
Well, since you know that there are issues with your routine, then that's the perfect opportunity for you to make some adjustments. Maybe you need some woosah moments. Maybe you need to take go take a walk. Write some stuff out. Put some music on. I've found like for me, if I have music on, it definitely helps me get through the day. Especially like when I worked on a treatment floor. I mean, now that I'm in my office, like, it's a little different. But, like speaking into those situations and into those spaces where there's chaos or there are issues and concerns, like immediately start addressing them so that you can maintain your peace because orange is not the new black. We never want to do the prison ministry from the inside out. Okay. We want to go visit. We don't want to, compel men to come in together with me because I can't get out type situation. So, we want everybody else's health to be intact. We want all their teeth in their head, their head square on their shoulders, So I think you may need to take some moments to reevaluate how you maneuver throughout your day. You know how they say that you can't put new wine in old wine skin. So you probably just need to,
get some new skin.
That too. Yeah. Maybe you need to drink the wine.
Listen, I promise you, like, so I
do. They have the little communion cups you can take with you. I don't know. I mean, maybe you might need to get you a little situation where I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out there.
Listen, I definitely do music. Like I have my music playing, and then like when the day just get real bad, like I gotta turn on somebody preaching. I need some, like I'll listen to one of my very few favorites that I listen to. Like I do all of that, and then it's like as soon as I come all the way back down, it's something else. Like I get off work today and I'm like, okay, great. My son's supposed to start his first day of work. I'm so excited. Like, okay, we got to get him some work shoes. So when I get off work, I don't like to do anything. I just want to come home in the house. I don't want to have to go to the store and do this. But okay, get the boy shoes. We go to the store, try on shoes, boy. Boy gets shoes. In the car on the way home, why does the boy then say, I can't start tomorrow? Well, why, son? What happened for him to say he didn't complete his training videos?
Oh, just videos? How many were there? Were there like 80 videos?
No, there was not 80. But you know what he was doing on the phone and online and on the computer and all that stuff? Not the training videos. So after, since you see, and it's like the little things, the little things, just, and I just really wanted to jump over into the back seat on him and just maul him to death
He
because,
didn't mean it.
and then his attitude is like, I'm like, honey, what happened? Uh, uh. Who invented this? Somebody tell me, because I like to track them down and kill them. I'm telling you, the teenage stuff. So yeah, my daily routines, I like. I'm not gonna say they're not sticking. Something in me, I would like to blame it on menopause and all these other great things that people use as excuses. And I don't know, maybe it is, but just lately, I am just like a windmill spinning. I get everything done, but I feel like you ever seen, somebody like on baseball, like you running base to base, and then like every time they go to home, they slide. Like it don't matter. They don't even have to slide. They just like to slide into home. That's how I feel like my days in. Like I'm sliding in, like I'm just done, and I'm sliding into home every day.
I think for me, and it took until my kids were like a lot older before I felt like it wasn't like a windmill or a whirlwind of life. I will say that. So, like listening to you describe that, I'm like, yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Yep, that's about right. Because it really took like the kids all being to, I wouldn't even say a self-sufficient place, but it was kind of like when I started to see the die down of and I don't know if it was maybe when one or two had transitioned on to like not being at home to where there were less kids home. But there was a time where it started slowing down. Now I will say after, I want to say it was probably around my 40th birthday when I said to myself that I was going to start slowing down. Like I intentionally said, I'm going to start slowing myself down because I felt like that's what I needed for my body. And I kind of made that, but it didn't really it didn't happen as quickly as I wanted it to. Like it was still like, got to get home, got to get the kids to practice, got to pick the kids up from practice, got to make sure the kids eat, got to make sure the kids do their homework, got to make sure that, you are an active and engaged and involved parent, got to get ready for work the next morning, got to get the kids out the door. So it was kind of like this ongoing, never ending list. And then it was like, oh, can't forget, got to make sure the kids are well rounded. We got to make sure that they go to every church event. We got to make sure. So it was like a list of all the things. And then it was like, okay, boom, we made it through Friday. We did all the things.
Right.
Now it's Saturday. Got to make sure you get up on time. Make sure the kids eat. Make sure the kids get to their game. Make sure that, they have water for their game. Make sure they have snacks in their backpack. Make sure that, they come home and they actually wash off all of the smell from the game that they were just at. Like, make sure they throw the clothes in the washer so the clothes don't smell like that next week when they take them out to get ready to put them on again. Like all the things.
Right.
And it was like, as they began to transition outward towards, going to college and all that kind of stuff, it slowed down. Didn't stop, but it slowed down. Because then when we got to the college level, it was like, okay, they're away, but make sure you check in with the kids. Make sure, they talk to you once a week. Make sure you check their locations to make sure, they haven't ran off to Timbuktu and it's somewhere in South America, and you don't know. Like, make sure. Like, it was still a list of things but it changes. And you kind of have to figure out how that fits into. But I also learned that saying no to some of the things that I felt pushed into a yes for previously, that helped me to kind of like, and then giving deadlines and setting deadlines. Like I set a hard deadline for certain things that are required of me. So I'll say, hey, I literally told somebody yesterday, I think it was yesterday, they asked me to do something for them. And I was like, that's fine. But if you don't have this project in my hands by Saturday night, you need to find somebody else to do it. And they were like, well, can I have an extra week? And I said, no. And they were like, well, I don't think it's possible for me to have it by Saturday night. And I said, well, then you need to find somebody else to do it. And I was so like dead set serious on that standard. And it's setting standards like that is what has allowed me to calm my daily routines, because I'm not feeling the pressure of somebody else's deadline. You're on my timeline. You're on my deadlines. And if you don't meet my deadlines, you just miss out on whatever it is you want me to participate in or do, because I'm not going to do it, because I'm not going to rush because you're in a rush. Right. I'm going to take my time. So that helped me to settle out some daily routines where I felt like I was doing all the things and had so much going on.
Yeah, I think we talked about that before, like, you know, setting boundaries and things of that nature. But you know, being aware that something is wrong for me, like I've noticed that, you know, like sometimes you'd be like, dang, I don't even know how I got here. I don't even know how I got to this point. Like, what in the world? But once you start being able to pinpoint times and situations, okay, now this is making more sense. This I can work with. Now we need to try to figure this out. Now we need to cook something up to be able to be okay and figure out how, you know, how to problem solve and how to move forward. But yeah, like, it's definitely not the easiest situation.
That is exactly why I said I think my days, I need to try a different start to my day, because the people I work with, I promise, like, it's a few days a week that I can make it, you know, to the end of the day and it's fine. But then it's some days that is just like utter chaos.
Maybe you need to leave for lunch. Like, maybe if you can, like, maybe you need breaks in your day to refuel. It sounds like you're just going constantly all day, all gas, no breaks. Like, that's definitely not the.
We miss you. Yeah, right. Navigating new chaos is a lot.
Yeah. So yes. I mean, maybe you need to start saying, like, okay, I'm gonna throw a flag on the play about 12. You know, if you can't leave, well, from 12 to 12:30 today, this is gonna be my lunch break. I'm closing the door. I'm gonna refuel. I'm gonna reevaluate or what have you. Like, you may just need to, like, you know, like I said, take them few minutes to readjust and kind of come back.
Mm-hmm. You're right. That might be it, because honestly, I don't even leave my office for lunch. Like, I just, you know, if I'm working on something, I just keep working on it. If I'm not, like, I may just not do something, you know, like for whatever amount of time, but like, I don't leave my desk, like, for lunch. I don't leave the building. Like, I don't, I'm just there.
Even if you don't do nothing but just sit in the car. And maybe, you know, put some music on or talk to somebody, or, you know, do something different that breaks up the monotony of that time, because that could be a lot. You got to work on that work-life balance, child.
Well, you know, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm okay. While I'm at work, this is the work hours. Because when I leave at 5, even though I have a work phone, I don't care. I'm not answering that. You can send me all the emails you want. I don't. After 5, you only paid me to 5. You don't pay for my after 5. I might look at the email, but I'm not responding because I am off. So, like, you know, when I'm there, I'm there. You got me. These hours, these are yours. But, like, when I walk out the door, that's it. I'm not answering a call. I'm not taking an email. I'm not responding. If the building's on fire, thank you. I won't be in tomorrow. Like, that is just, you know, whatever. But I think, like I said, I do need to find a different kind of routine that works. So maybe kind of leaving and getting out of the building might be a good idea, because the sitting in the building
give you a midday recharge where you kind of feel like, okay, I did something different. It's kind of like walking in again to, like, hello, job, I'm here again.
Yep.
So it does give you, like, a, you know, even if it's just like a walk around the corner or two, like just literally sitting in your car and listening to music. And when it's your time to be done with that break, you're done with it and you're able to come in and be like, I'm back.
Even if you have like a favorite snack or something, like for me, depending on what the situation is, like, candy bar or something, and I just sit there and just be like, oh. Or like, Shanetta with her coffee in the morning. Like, there are definitely little things that you can do that just spark that area of peace, or just gives you that next little, you know what I'm saying? Let me go eat these 2 gold nugget candies that I got in my desk, because if I don't, I might knock somebody out,
Are you a car, as soon as you pull up in the parking lot, get out your car type of person?
Yeah. I mean, even like at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came to work. When I get there, get out, go inside. No.
I sit in the car.
I
need a few minutes. If I'm on the phone, I finish my conversation on the phone. Okay. If I'm listening to music, I finish listening to what I'm listening to.
Yeah, definitely.
Some days I debate my whole life and decide whether or not, my husband can afford to take care of me without me working. And if I should just go in there and tell them, forget this job. I don't need a job.
My husband said,
take care of me.
Okay.
And then when I call him and ask, he was like, go to work.
Listen, we used to quit. I used to quit my job. This was before I became an administrator. So I really haven't had too many I quit days. But I used to quit work about maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I'd be like, you know what? This is it. I'm not coming back here. They'd be like, okay, we'll see you on Thursday. And I'll be like, you know what? Before it was a letter of resignation. And by the time they had started wearing me down, like, working on the treatment floor, we have like little alcohol pads. So, like the little ones, a little square. Right. I had got down to a square where I said I would just draw something on there with my initials, and that would be my resignation. So I'm telling you, there are, trust me, a million ways that you can just razzle your own berry to make it through your day and be okay. Because I promise you, I was like, when y'all see this little alcohol pad with this middle finger on there and the 2 initials at the bottom, I'm done with y'all. That is it. That's what's going on my administrator's desk. Not no letter, see you tomorrow, or at the end of the week. No, that's it. I'm done. When y'all get that little alcohol pad. Right.
Wow. Okay. That is definitely.
So maybe when you get to work, sit in the car for a few minutes and just, woosah, and then be like, all right, I'm gonna go in there. And then midday, go back out there.
Okay. Yeah. That is definitely something to consider. So can I do that at home? Like, can I
send you
Absolutely.
Some I could send you memes, like when the people in my life be like, yo, I'm having a hard day. Like, I got memes on memes on memes, and like this foolery. Like, trust me, I have stuff, and I'd be like, how about this one? How about that one? Like, I'm a lot. So I definitely have a whole gambit of stuff that I can't send or post on social media for various reasons. But if I send it to you, trust me, it's gonna brighten up your day. Your whole outlook gonna be different, because you'd be like, you know what? I was convinced before that she's a fool, but now there is no doubt about it that there's something definitely unhinged about that young lady. Yeah. I do that sometimes. I just sit there. I have files in my social medias of different things. Some are recipes, some are dumb stuff people say, work shenanigans. Like, I have a whole bunch of different titles, and when I'm feeling the way, I just start looking at them, and
Yeah, definitely sit in the car at the Kroger Plaza. I don't need anything out of Kroger, but I'm just gonna drive up to Kroger and I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes before I go to the house.
Ain't even nobody at your house.
But I mean, this is when they were younger. Like, I would I would sit like and just wait, and like, okay, I just need 5 minutes without being required to do anything. Yeah. And I don't really need to go in the store, but I just need these 5 minutes. So I'm gonna pull over right here, I'm not required to do anything for work. I'm not required to do anything for the people at my house because I'm in my car. They don't even know I'm like on the way home yet.
That's it. That is definitely key. I have done that, and my son would be like, I walk in the door. It's like I'd be like, bro, I just got here. Like, give me 5. Well, you had the whole ride home. Well, the ride home was for me to decompress from work. So now I definitely need to sit in this driveway before I come inside, before one of y'all, swallow a tooth or something. I have to shove you down because as soon as I walk in, Ma, oh this, oh that. Like, you definitely need those recharging moments where you be like, okay, now I'm gonna go inside.
Yep.
God, you already know.
Yeah. And it's not that you don't love them. It's just that, like, whoa, like I need 5 minutes.
You already know what it's going to be. So you might as well prepare yourself so that you don't allow everything to overwhelm you like that.
Yeah. Because I don't know if y'all are moms that got bathroom time alone. But when I say that my daughter would come and she would sit her little self in the tub, and I would be like, ma'am, can I use the bathroom by myself? And she would come and she would be like, I got things to tell you. I need to talk. And she would just cozy herself into the dry tub, and she would sit there and talk. And I'm like, can't even use the bathroom by myself.
Nope.
Okay.
and your bathroom for some reason is always better than any other bathroom in the house.
Yep.
I don't understand that. Like, there are 1, 2, 2.5 baths in here, and I promise you, I have to knock on my own door like, who is it? Get up! Your bathroom's always the best location. They don't care nothing about your day. They may ask, because one of them, he'd be like, hey, Ma, how you doing? Okay, so this whole conversation finna be about you? Okay.
That was the opener. The opener was, how are you?
Right.
Okay, so basically my daily routines suck. That's what y'all saying. I got it. I don't have no alarms. I ain't got no Starbucks. I ain't sitting in the car before I go to work. Listen, I am doing all of this incredibly wrong, obviously. Like, cause my whole day just be, today I was literally like, if I just walk out and I could just start walking. I don't even know how far I'm gonna get, but I'm tempted to see if I could get away. Just wherever away is, that's where I wanted to be. Like, I was just gonna leave work and I'd be on the news. Has anyone seen this woman? Last week
located.
They'd be like,
yeah. Location.
I'm leaving my phone. I already got my escape rule all planned. I'm leaving my phone, not using no debit card, bank card, credit card, ain't taking a car. No, if I have to disappear, trust me, I've got a foolproof. You will not find me. I'm not.
Listen, Alexis is gonna find me. I don't care what I think I'm gonna do. That little girl is going to find me. She is not going to miss a beat. But even though my daily routines, again, like I said, I'm not sure if they're working against me or if they're working for me. So we definitely are going to be trying to recalibrate those a little bit to see what's going to work better at this stage of my life. Because maybe it's just me getting older and I'm becoming a grumpy old woman. I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm definitely going to recalibrate my daily routines and see, if there's space where I could add things or take things away. Mostly
we're interested in an update next week, ma'am. Know how that goes for you. We'd like an update next week.
Listen, I'm gonna start making my bed. That's gonna be in the morning. In the morning, I'm gonna make my bed. I'm gonna send y'all a picture of my made bed. I'm gonna send y'all a picture. The important thing is, as you can see, 3 different women, 3 totally different things going on. It is important to find a rhythm of your own, whatever that rhythm is. It's important that you have one that works for you, because as you can see, the 17 alarms that work for Shanetta, That don't work for me. Like I would just be annoying myself before I even got to work. So like, as I'm a different type of person, but it's important, to have that thing that works for you. If you have something that works for you, then keep at it. And then if you have something that you realize is not working, like me, I'm still trying to work it out. We're going to incorporate some things, take some things away. The important thing, like I said, is to have your own rhythm, have your own way of doing things, ways to keep yourself balanced. As I said earlier, to keep your feet on the ground. If you are a believer, ways to incorporate more of God, keep God in your daily. That is one thing that all of us have shared, that we got that in there. That's the piece that doesn't move. Now, whether or not I move it from morning to afternoon, that may be up to debate, but I'm not going to take it away. So find those things that are that should be cement in your life and put those in your routine first. And then it's easier to add things around those cemented things. There should be some things that are non-negotiable for you as a person. And if you're a mother, as a mother, if you're a wife, as a wife, if you're a husband, and on and on and on, there should be some things that are non-negotiable. But as always, we talk, we want to throw some options out there, add a little humor to it. I mean, my life is like not as chaotic as I make it seem, but some days I do feel like I'm spinning just a little bit. And that's okay. It's okay, because here we are. I've been living to fight another day. So, whatever, if right now you got a tornado spinning, hold on to something a little bit harder. If, right now you got nice, calm waves, enjoy that. Whatever season is happening for you, enjoy it, embrace it, and then prepare for the next. Because as long as you keep living, there is going to be a next. And you cannot necessarily determine what that next will look like. So until next week, guys, be safe, enjoy your summer, enjoy the weather. And our goal is to be back for the third time next Thursday at 8 p.m. Ladies, any final words?
That was good.
All right. So we'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching.